Good morning, everyone. I'm Don Harkins with Your Florida House Team and Your Florida Loan Team, coming to you this morning on March 31st, 2020, the end of March Madness with the coronavirus. And I have an update for you with what is going on in the real estate market. There is a lot of bad information out there from agents who are putting their head in the sand and telling you that the market is still thriving, there's plenty of activity going on, and that is simply not the case right now. So, to clear that up a little bit, I wanted to share with you some statistics. Showings are down in the state of Florida right now 61.6% from the same time last year. Buyers simply aren't going out unless they have a real need to purchase, and sellers are skeptical to put their home on the market or to allow showings unless the buyer is extremely well qualified and has a real need to purchase. So again, we've talked about this before, but it's going to be critical that your home is priced correctly if you're going to get showings in this type of a market. I went back and pulled some statistics from last year, and if we look at the week 323 through 330 in 2019, what we saw was 676 homes that were new listings with a median list price of $285,000. This year, we've seen a drop by almost a third. I haven't done the math, but 485 listings down from 676 with a median list price of $305,000. So sellers are still not really adjusting their prices. We're still seeing a little bit of an increase in median list price over last year, but the volume is certainly down. 485 new listings in the past week from 676 the same week last year. So fewer homes available on the market, fewer showings going on, a little bit of a shift into a temporary buyer's market right now. If you want to know how to behave and how to be successful in that environment, reach out and let us know. I want to clear up a little bit about mortgage forbearance. Some of you have reached out asking what's going on. Am I allowed to stop paying my mortgage? How do I find out if I qualify for that? The short answer is it's critical that you call your mortgage servicer. A lot of your mortgage servicers have information on their website. Companies like Quicken, Mr. Cooper, your mortgage servicer is the company that sends you the bill every month. You need to reach out to them and talk about your options if you're wanting to explore and take advantage of the mortgage forbearance. But fair warning, there will almost certainly be some sort of a consequence to opting in for mortgage forbearance. So unless you have a critical need, you've been laid off, you've had a substantial loss of income, unless you have a real need to take advantage of that, we recommend that you continue to pay your mortgage as you normally would. There will almost certainly be fees or some sort of additional interest tacked on the back of your loan. Very likely that it's going to impact your credit negatively, regardless of everyone's best intent to avoid that. So if you can continue to pay your mortgage, we strongly recommend you do that unless you have an absolute need caused by the virus. Third thing I want to talk about, what's going on with interest rates. You've probably seen in the news, there's been a lot of movement in the mortgage bond industry. Crazy swings. We saw one day last week where there was almost a full percentage swing from 3% up to 4% in a single day. So right now, rates are still fairly attractive. A lot of people are still getting rates in the low threes, depending on the type of loan you're applying for and your individual credit profile. But there is a lot of volatility still in the mortgage market, and it's going to take a couple weeks most likely for that to kind of settle out. So if you're looking to do a refinance, what we're recommending is give us a call. Let's get your information. Let's get it teed up and let's get it ready to go. And then let's wait for the market to settle down a little bit or to show a really, really attractive rate before we go ahead and move forward with that. Fourth thing I want to talk about, where can you look for opportunities in this market? A couple places here in Central Florida. The first place I think you should be looking for opportunity or monitoring is in the vacation home market. There's been sweeping cancellations. The governor's prevented any future or current bookings for the time being. A lot of these homes were second homes. They were bought with discretionary income. They're going to be the first homes that are sold and the first homes that are listed when someone is struggling in this market. It's also going to take that industry a little bit longer to come back. Before somebody can start receiving revenue on their vacation home, we have to get on the other side of this. The theme parks have to then open back up. Then people have to start building up savings again or deciding they want a vacation again. Then they're booking a couple months out before they're actually traveling here and staying. So keep an eye on the vacation home market for opportunities where somebody doesn't want to wait that out and they want to just sell the property quickly. Another place in Central Florida might be the port areas, Cocoa Beach or even Tampa. The cruise ship industry, similar to the vacation home industry, is going to be slow to respond, and there's a lot of vacation and rental properties in those areas supported by tourism. There may be some opportunities to purchase homes where sellers need to cash out quickly. A lot of Zillow offers, Open Door, a lot of these programs that promise to be the easy solution to sell your home quickly for cash. Well, they were the first companies to pull out of this market. So sellers who need to sell and need to sell quickly and might be in a distressed situation will be looking for cash purchasers and cash investors to come in and help bail them out of those scenarios. So keep an eye on those markets. If you want us to set you up with a search so you can kind of monitor for those opportunities, send us a message and we can help you out at yourfloridahousesearch.com. Fifth thing I want to talk about, if you need to buy or you need to sell right now, what should you be doing? So first thing to do, reach out to an agent. If you need to buy right now, let's get real clear on what your price range should be, on what your budget should be, and what the right neighborhood and area is. Let's really sit down and decide, is this something that can wait 90 days, or evaluate your need and figure out if it needs to be something that happens today. And then we can put a plan in place to safely show you properties by making sure those properties are vacant, making sure all the lights are on, the doors are opened, and that there's been some time in between the previous occupant leaving and you coming in to take a tour. If you need to sell right now, there's still some opportunity from relocation buyers. There's still some opportunity with buyers who are purchasing because their current home is under contract. There's a lot of precautions that we're taking for people who need to sell. Absolutely, virtual tours are obviously a must. We want to have people putting booties on probably before they're coming into your house, absolutely washing their hands. And again, we would ask that you would kind of step out and give some buyers privacy while they're in your home and not stay in the property at the same time. I want to remind you to reach out to our agents. We do have 5 agents who are ready to help you, whether you do need to purchase or sell. We have Caitlin Jenkins, who's a downtown property and investment expert. So if you're wanting to get in the Boone-Blankner area, or if you're looking in the Conway area, absolutely reach out to Caitlin. She'd be happy to help you out. Merrigan Barton is a home staging, home design expert, and also a Lake Como area resident. So if you're looking in those areas, or if you have a home with some challenging features, or if you're going to be listing your home but you want to wait for the right time, now's a good time to reach out to Merrigan and get some ideas about how you should be designing your home, staging your home, what you should be getting rid of, what you should be adding, so that when the market does get on the other side of this and you do decide to go ahead and hit the go live button on your listing, you're fully ready to go and the home's showing well. Sean Flatley's a phenomenal prospector and sales agent we have on the listing side. So if you have a house that could be challenging to sell in this market, or if you're a buyer looking for a very specific niche property, reach out to Sean. He'd be happy to help you find that property or find that buyer. Tim Longest is a Winter Garden West Orlando expert and Orlando native. So if you're wanting to watch that market, or if you're wanting to see some of the new construction out that way, please reach out to Tim. He'd be happy to help. And Colin Murphy, native Orlando resident, College Park expert, investment expert. Colin's available to help you guys out with your searches in any of the downtown Orlando neighborhoods, including Winter Park. So go ahead and reach out to him. We're all here to help you guys out over the next few weeks and next couple months. We'll be sure to keep you up to date with changes in the market. Again, if you see an agent who's out there telling you the market is great, we're not being impacted, tag them in this post, tag liar next to them. It's not the case. There are some changes. That doesn't mean there's not opportunities out there for you. We'll continue to help you find them. Have a great day, everyone.